Here we are in Wales. This is the river, I think it's pronounced Rheidol or something like that. I fished this last year, and out of this very pool here, which is much lower when I last fished it, I think I was standing over there. I'm not absolutely certain, but I think I was standing there and I was hooking fish down here. And I don't know what this pool's called or anything, but it's much higher. I tried to, before I was able to cross the river down the bottom of the pool there, but I don't think that's going to be possible. Although the tail of the pool looks really good when it's, I mean, it's much deeper now, so that could be the holding spot. I don't know, people might fish down here, have some results. So quite excited to see the river in this state, although the nights seem to be quite cool with the sky being so clear, which is of course a major disadvantage. So today I'm just going to have a look around the river, see what I see. Got the old Polaroids, I might even see the odd fish, you never know, but I'm going to go upstream a little bit and see what's going on up there. According to what I've read anyway, the levels of this river, there's the bridge, which allows me to get across, thank God. I thought I was going to have to get the donkey. Pretty much controlled by the hydroelectric dams. So, although it's been really rainy recently, the water has obviously been up and down to release flow off the hydros. It doesn't seem to be as affected by seasonal fluctuations as other rivers, which is a plus thing and a minus thing. It's a plus in the sense that it's got a balancing flow in the dry summer. I guess it's a minus if the water goes up and down like a bride's nightie, and wondering what to fish. So, but I mean, look at that. It looks like a very fishy sort of run. I don't know. What do I know? Seems to me like a sea trout or two might inhabit that. I'll fish that from this bank probably. Work my way down right to the tail there. If I know anything about sea trout fishing, one of my favourite spots is a long run like this, which is a slow, steady run. I've always found them seem to be particularly if there's a deep pool at the end, and there is a deep pool at the end of this long run. So it seems to me that's like a top spot. But I mean, what do I know? But it seems to work on other rivers to have a long run with a deep pool at the end. Basically, the fish live in the deep pool during the daytime and come up into the streamier world at night. That's the theory anyway, but I mean, I'll give it a shot. Here's what I'm looking for. I remember this from the last time I was here. There's this rope, which I'm guessing is to help you cross the river. Still looks moving quite fast, but I'm going to give it a go. I guess if you're a sea trout, this is where the fun stops. There's the first major weir. And I guess there's a reservoir up there. So this is the impenetrable boundary. It's quite beautiful, really. Lovely spot. But I reckon if you're a sea trout, I'd say you're not going to get up that. No way, Jose. High hedges, and you get this wonderful sense of enclosure down this tiny little lane. Just a little bit of the sky peeking out above. Quite amazing. I guess this sort of feels a bit more like Ireland than Wales, but it does have a wonderful feel about it. Until of course a car comes around the corner and splats you. Well, after 3 nights and, well, I guess 2 nights and 1 morning of fishing the river Rheidol, I think it's pronounced Rheidol, I'm disappointed to say I've had nothing really. Well, no sea trout anyway. A few little brownies. I know some of you keen watchers of this blog have been quite unpleasant about the fact that this doesn't include much fish catching, and it's more about fishing and my opinions on fishing. Well, obviously I'd prefer if it included more fish catching, but I am fishing for sea trout and salmon mostly, which are fairly uncommon these days in these isles. And also you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. I mean, it's just a journal really of my fishing exploits, and if you don't like it, don't watch it. One of the things I think about this river is that you find quite alarming, or I found quite alarming when I started fishing it, is that the river levels fluctuate enormously. I don't know if you can see that stick there. Well, that is where the water was at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and they seem to turn off the hydro dams and it drops off until, well, I guess it's not even filled up now. This is 8 o'clock in the morning, and so it's dropping a good foot, I'd say, and that makes it weird to fish, because what happens, at least my experience has been, I've been walking up and down the river during the daylight, picking out some choice spots, and when I get there at night, although I start fishing them and realise my fly's not moving at all, just because the flow's just dissipated right off. I mean, and that's every night I've been here so far, that flow's just changed from where that stick is or higher. Yesterday evening it was up to here, just the edge of this point, and then dropped away to where it is now, or a bit lower. So weird fishing, but there's a big sea trout in here, reputedly 10-pounders taken off here every season, and it does have a reputation of being one of the more finicky Welsh sea trout rivers. I think because of this variance in flow, has a reputation of being a bit of a stubborn one to winkle them out of. And although I caught 2 sea trout in 2 nights when I was last here last year, tonight, I mean, this trip I spent 3 nights, a good time of year, and I've got nothing to show for it.